Today we'll be studying about Jacksonian Democracy. Well, it's a act that happened in the US about 1825. And so what happened? Back then we had an empire. No, not an empire, a republic. And they were like the colonies, they got together, and then people could only vote, and that is a democracy, but it wasn't too good of a democracy because only white men that were farmers and had a property, they could vote. But now any man over the age of 21 could vote no matter what. Some slaves could also vote because they had land, but that was cut off, and also the women could not vote anymore. But even that was very good. I mean, not for the people of color, but there were less and less requirements for you to vote. And people back then, they didn't want to let people that didn't have much impact on the society vote, because they could vote. Let's take the riches of the rich people and give it to the poor, and it would not affect them in a bad way. And also he had rivals, these Jacksonian, these Jack, which were John Quincy Adams and Henry Clay. They made the National Republican Party. And yes, the democracy, the Andrew Jackson, right? The democracy was getting better. And so on the next video, we'll study what happened, what changed. But just for us to know, right? It was a war to get this democracy, and they wanted to let more people vote because that would be better for the whole country. And in other parts of the world, it was just like that. People couldn't vote, or also they were like republics or monarchies. And yes.